Goblet squat. So for this, we can have, same as usual, the heel plates to increase the range of motion through the ankle and keep a flatter lower back when we're squatting, or we can do it flat-footed, depending on what the client needs. So what we have with the goblet squat is we want to create that goblet shape with the hands, how we hold it, hence the name, and then dumbbell sits nice and tight into the chest, knees track out over the toes, toes are just slightly turned out, not super excessively wide, and about hip width apart, depending on the client. From there, we want to keep the elbows in nice and tight, and as we get the client to squat down, the elbows should come to the inside of the knees. That way we make sure that we're getting that external rotation of the hip and the knees aren't collapsing inwards. So it's a good cue, good reminder for the client. Get your elbow to the inside of your knee. From there, just straight up. And so from the side, what we want to have is basically what we're looking for, two things. The knees are tracking forward over the toes, and we're keeping a nice neutral spine as we squat down. We're not folding forward into it. So chest is up, looking ahead, and keeping that tension through the midsection so that we're not collapsing forward like this, or having the knees cave in. Other big thing that I see, they sort of flare their hands too wide. That one takes the load off a little bit, so it's a bit awkward to hold. But secondly, they're going to not go as deep. So we get the elbows in, knees wide, as opposed to the other way around. By taking the heel plates away, we'll see the difference. Basically, I'm going to be able to get low still, but for me, I kind of tap out a little bit in that last inch, and to get down, I have to roll my hips under. So if we're seeing that, we can give them heel plates just to give them that increased depth instead of wearing squat shoes. That's the goblet squat, great beginner variation, easy for teaching the squat pattern, and I'll get 90% of clients to start with that until they can get about 30, 35 kilos in that front squat position before moving them to the bar.